Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Andy Cohen doesn't want Kyle Richards to ever leave RHOBH. Not only is she one of the longest-running housewives, but Kyle Richards is the only OG member of RHOBH still on the show. The reality star recently, though, explained that there was a time where she wanted to leave the show. Read on to find out how Bravo's go-to guy, Andy Cohen, responded to her news. Andy recently spoke about Kyle's future with RHOBH and revealed his own opinion of whether or not he thinks it's time for her to retire. "I mean, I always hope she'll stay," Cohen shared. "I think she lets people in." He went on to say that Kyle has successfully been fans' eyes and eyes into the true Beverly Hills lifestyle. It's not that surprising that Andy has this stance on her staying, given the fact that the two have been friends for years. Not only do they have great on-screen moments during RHOBH reunions, but they've consistently been pictured together outside of work. Cohen's comments are coming after Kyle admitted that she was weary of coming back to the series. Season 14 of RHOBH is coming soon, and that's the season she's contemplating sitting out for. The reason behind her unsureness is because she didn't want to deal with all of the added hate amid this hard time in her life. Richards has been dealing with her separation from Mauricio Umansky, who she's been married to for almost 30 years. The reality TV star is also grieving following the death of her friend Lorene Shih, who died back in 2022. Kyle didn't want the inevitable negative comments from angry viewers on top of what she's already going through. Richards also mentioned that she didn't feel 100% supported by her co-stars. This is in reference to the major fallouts she had with both Sutton Stracke and Dorit Kemsley in the season prior. It's clear how Andy feels about the idea of Kyle staying on the show until its eventual finale. However, the opinions of the show's loyal viewers don't have the same unanimous take. In a Reddit thread, fans shared their opinions on whether or not they want her to leave the show. The overall reaction was split down the middle. Some people are convinced that Richards is the glue that's been keeping the show together all this time. "Kyle is the only link to this show's better days," one fan wrote. Another person agreed and said, "The show would not survive without her." Others countered with their belief that her performance on the show has been dwindling and that it's time for someone else to take her place. One viewer said, "I think it would be an improvement if Kyle left the show," with another adding that, "I'll actually watch the show again if she leaves." Andy Cohen is the king of Bravo, and if there's one thing he understands better than anyone, it's what makes reality TV pop. Over the years, he's navigated plenty of Real Housewives drama, and no city shines quite like Beverly Hills. The allure of opulence, the undercurrents of jealousy, and the glamour of life in one of the world's most famous CIP codes, it's a recipe for success. And at the heart of it all has always been Kyle Richards. As the longest-running cast member of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, RHOBH, Kyle has been a mainstay, the anchor that ties the ensemble together. But behind the scenes, rumors have swirled for years that Kyle may be considering her departure. And if you ask Andy Cohen, that's something he never wants to see happen. Not on his watch. A bond that runs deep. Kyle Richards and Andy Cohen have shared a working relationship that goes beyond the screen. It's built on years of trust, loyalty, and mutual respect. From the moment Kyle stepped onto the Beverly Hills scene in 2010, Andy saw something in her. She wasn't just a reality star, she was the reality star. Her relatability as a mom, her Hollywood legacy, and her family ties to the entertainment world gave her the kind of multifaceted life that resonated with viewers. Kyle could effortlessly navigate the drama between the other women while also dealing with her own family conflicts. particularly with her sister, Kim Richards. That deep-seated tension between siblings became one of the most iconic storylines in Housewives history, and Andy knew it was television gold. Through the seasons, Kyle has remained the glue holding the cast together, a balancing force between more volatile personalities. Whether she's playing peacemaker or fanning the flames, Kyle understands the art of reality TV. She gives just enough drama without ever coming across as inauthentic. For Andy, this is what makes Kyle indispensable. She's not just another housewife, she's a cornerstone of the franchise. The threat of departure. But as with any long-running reality star, there comes a time when they start to question their future on the show. For Kyle, that moment has bubbled to the surface more than once. As the seasons roll on, the drama takes its toll. There are family rifts, social media trolls, and the constant scrutiny of the spotlight. Recently, rumors have been swirling that Kyle, after more than a decade, might be considering stepping away. For Andy Cohen, this is nothing short of a nightmare scenario. Kyle's exit would leave a gaping hole in RHOBH, one that would be nearly impossible to fill. Over the years, cast members have come and gone, some with a bang, others with barely a whisper, but Kyle has always been the steady constant. Even as new faces like Erica Jane, Dorit Kemsley, and Garcelle Beauvais have joined the fray, it's Kyle's presence that grounds the show. Andy knows that the departure of an OG like Kyle isn't just about losing a cast member. It's about losing a piece of the show's identity. RHOBH without Kyle would be like the Real Housewives of New York City without Bethany Frankel. Sure, the show could go on, but would it ever be the same? A world without Kyle? The Bravo executive has been through enough Housewives cast changes to understand that the dynamics of the show are always shifting. But losing Kyle, especially now, would be catastrophic for RHOBH. After all, Kyle isn't just a cast member. She's the nucleus around which much of the show revolves. Her friendships with the other women, her marriage to Mauricio Umansky, and her evolving family drama are pivotal. In recent years, Kyle's personal life has taken center stage more than ever. From her rocky relationship with her sisters, Kathy Hilton and Kim Richards, to rumors of marital woes with Mauricio, Kyle's storyline has remained compelling, and viewers are invested. When she cries, fans cry with her. When she celebrates, they cheer her on. Moreover, Kyle brings a kind of understated sophistication to RHOBH. She has the wealth, the style, and the Beverly Hills pedigree, but she's never overly flashy or fake. It's that authenticity that Andy knows is irreplaceable. Behind the scenes, Andy's plea. Behind closed doors, insiders say Andy has been actively encouraging Kyle to stay. While the final decision is always up to the housewives themselves, it's no secret that Andy plays a crucial role in casting and, more importantly, retention. He knows when a housewife is ready to move on, and he knows when it's better for the show to let them go. But with Kyle, the stakes are different. Andy has reportedly had numerous heart-to-heart conversations with Kyle over the years, especially during the times when she's hinted at wanting to take a break. While he respects her decision-making process, he's made it clear just how much she means to the franchise. For Kyle, the thought of leaving isn't just about stepping away from the drama. It's about protecting her family, her mental health, and moving into the next chapter of her life. But Andy, ever the strategist, knows that Kyle leaving RHOBH would be a seismic shift, not just for the show, but for Bravo itself. After all, the success of the Housewives franchise has been built on the backs of strong, compelling women like Kyle, who've given viewers a front-row seat to their lives for years. The future of RHOBH. Kyle's potential departure has sent ripples through the Bravo universe. Fans speculate endlessly about whether she'll stay or go. But one thing is clear. Andy Cohen isn't ready to say goodbye. He sees Kyle as the soul of RHOBH, the embodiment of what makes the Beverly Hills edition of Housewives stand out from the others. Andy has often spoken about the importance of evolution in reality TV, and he knows that RHOBH must continue to evolve. But evolution doesn't mean losing its core. Kyle Richards represents the legacy of RHOBH, and Andy is determined to keep that legacy intact for as long as possible. So while Kyle may contemplate her future, Andy is working behind the scenes, doing everything he can to ensure she stays put. Because in the world of Bravo, some stars are simply too valuable to lose. And for Andy Cohen, Kyle Richards is one of those stars.